Yo, what is up with me and getting pulled over in this car? Dang it! Again! I've had a license for 6 years, and already in this car I've gotten pulled over twice. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh, so dumb. Crap. Yes, sir.
Driver's license, the insurance, and everybody take care of it. It's all in there.
Oh,
Safe for you.
You too. Thank you. Have a good day. I keep forgetting about this. My speedometer is off in this car. Like it's whenever it says that I'm driving 70, I'm actually driving like 74 or something like that. So that's the reason why I got a ticket the first time too. I need to get that recalibrated because I gotta stop getting tickets in the thing. All right, you know what? I don't know how well you guys can see me right now, but we're gonna talk about something. Oh my gosh, I'm so like upset at myself. And like, I'm so mad. I want to talk about why I think speed tickets are so useless. And disclaimer, I love police. I love the police. I so much respect what they do. But oh my God, I think traffic laws should be revised so much so because like the technology that it goes into cars now, like you have automatic stopping. You have cars that are capable at cruising at 120 miles an hour. We still live in a like speed regulatory society that's based around 90s cars. In college, my sophomore year, I made a speech about why speed limits should be changed. And I did a lot of research. Traffic citations initially were made because back whenever roads were initially made, it was dangerous for cars to go over 60, 70 miles an hour. And if you guys don't know, speed limits are determined by engineers that are hired by the states. What they do is they take in every possible consideration, such as weather, driving conditions, how much driving is done at night, like how much traffic flow, this and that, yada, yada, yada. What irritates me is like, I am very comfortable driving 90 miles an hour plus. I can easily and safely, without putting anybody in harm's way, without trying to throw anybody off the road, I can drive 90 miles an hour, 80 miles an hour. And that, I'm not saying that's how fast I was just going, but like, I can do that. And the problem is these engineers, they have to take into consideration the people that are too scared to drive the speed limit on the road. So a lot of times speed limits are really dumbed down for the cars and the people that shouldn't be on the road. This highway, I can see at least a mile ahead of me. And the speed limit is 70 miles an hour. If there is nobody on the highway, or if I am not passing anybody or putting anybody in harm's way, why should I get in trouble for driving 80 or 85 or 90 when I'm not putting myself or anybody anywhere in harm's way? I want to actually try to sound a little unbiased here. Initially, speeding tickets were written because people driving fast are the dangerous people on the road. That's actually, if you do any research whatsoever, that's not true. If you look at something called the Suliman Curve, and it's a graph that's taken a lot of information, government like research into consideration, and the top 10%, that's the top 10th percentile of people that speed, like those people are least likely to get into a wreck. Because think about it, when you're driving faster, you don't have time to check your phone or do your makeup or talk on the phone. Like you're like, oh, I'm driving fast, I should be paying attention to the road. That's for the most part. That graph also shows us that the people, wow, this road is awful, Oklahoma. That graph also shows us that the people that drive under or at the speed limit are like 90% more likely to get in a wreck because one, they're not abiding by the left lane is passing only law. That's usually why people get in wrecks. But when you drive slow because you're scared to drive on the road, you are putting so many more people in danger. I drove this car, I averaged probably 95 miles an hour driving this car from Vegas to Texas. Now I got a ticket on the way back, but case in point, I didn't get in a wreck. I'm more likely to get in a wreck talking in this vlog right now because I'm so frustrated than I am speeding at all. Headache, I'm getting a headache thinking about it. And here's another thing. So there is a New York, I think the New York state government.
Construction on road ahead.
Construction on road ahead. Thank you, Waze, for not telling me there was a cop earlier, but telling me there's construction ahead. Did a survey, okay? On one highway over a course of a year, this highway had the speed limit of 55 miles an hour, yet the average traveled speed was like 68 or 69 miles an hour. When they raised their speed limit from 55 to 65, guess what they found out? The average speed traveled on that road was still 68 to 69 miles an hour. At the end of the day, people are going to drive where they're comfortable driving. A lot of times, law does not really go into consideration. People just drive when they're like where they're comfortable with. And I think that this sounds kind of capitalistic of me to say this, but I think that the reason why we have so many speeding, like traffic enforcement issues on the road now is because of all the people that shouldn't be on the road. Like if you're too old or if you're too visually impaired to drive, or if your car is, I'm sorry to say this, but like if you can't afford a nice enough car to drive 60 miles an hour on the highway, if it breaks down too much, then you shouldn't be on the highway, because like driving is not a right. It is a privilege. You do not have the right to drive on that. That's why we have to take tests for it. I think we should definitely revise the way we do all this. So your problem is you're citing tickets to the people that are actually causing the least amount of issues on the road. Okay, that's the problem with the society. All right, the solution is, I don't know. I don't work for the government, and I don't have enough time to sit there and try and engineer different plans to write tickets in a different manner. But you know, I think we should approach it differently. Like we could have only a minimum speed limit, or maybe, you know, you can fluctuate within 20% of the speed limit, or maybe we have like a recommended speed limit, but not a maximum speed, because like, I think first off, traffic officers have a lot more to pay attention to, or they should focus their energy a lot more things other than writing speeding tickets. If you're going to enforce something, enforce left lane squatting. That's driving in the left lane slower than everybody else. That's dangerous. That is far more dangerous than any speeding that I can do. Everybody's going to be like, oh, you know, there's got to be a fine line, like what's speeding, what's not speeding, or what's too much and what's not. I don't know. Driving 150 miles an hour on the highway, that's ridiculous. But like, you look at the Autobahn. Yeah, most of the crashes on the Autobahn are in the speed limit and are in the parts of the Autobahn with no speed limits. But think about it. That's because Joe Schmo finally goes to Germany and rents a nice BMW, and he can finally go as fast as he wants. That makes sense that Joe Schmo would get in a crash, because it's like he's so excited he has no speed limit, he's going to go 200 miles an hour and then crash. Let's take the Autobahn for example though too. Like the Autobahn, you get ticketed. There's traffic lights, or there's traffic cameras that will ticket you for doing anything illegal. So what's illegal on the Autobahn? Tailgating. Tailgating is illegal. So if the person in front of you is not moving over to your right, that's their problem, because they will get a ticket for that. But if you're tailgating them to make sure they move over, that is your problem, because they are supposed to be minding the law just as much as you are. Tailgating is illegal on the Autobahn. You do get ticketed for that. Not moving over to the right, not being over to the right. If there's somebody going faster than you behind you and you don't move over to the right, that's illegal. That is illegal. That's actually a really expensive citation on the Autobahn. And that goes for the whole Autobahn, not just for the parts of it that have no speed limit. So like, I don't know, there are different ways to approach our system, and I think that because we have so many different issues right now going on in society, I think that speed regulation systems are definitely overlooked. And I'm not going to say not as important, but I think that we could dedicate our traffic officers to something much more important than writing speed citations. The underlying point of writing speeding tickets is to save people from getting in trouble. But looking at any data, if you do any amount of research, you would know that the people that are speeding are actually usually the least dangerous people on the road. I hate that we, as competent people, have to pay for that. And that's what I wanted to talk about. Controversial? Absolutely. But it's something that I kind of wanted to voice out there, and if you have some opinions, please feel free to debate or talk in the comment section. Anyways, make light of my absolutely terrible adventure today, and make light of my second ticket in a month or 2 months or something like that. I think I just need to get rid of this car. Actually, no, what I need to do is I need to get my speedometer calibrated correctly, because that crap's gonna throw me in jail someday. That's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure you subscribe, and if you have subscribed, be sure you turn on video notifications so you can get notified when I make videos, because I make videos for you guys 3 times a week. Thank you guys for watching this video. Sucks I had to get a ticket, but you know, it's kind of perfect because I wanted to make this anyways. Thank you guys for watching. Love you guys. Remember, be victorious. Peace out.